Oh my gosh, you guys. So I started watching this video earlier today, and I knew I had to come back here and make this video with you guys because he brings up some really good points, and some of this is just hilarious. Like, since glutathione has finally blown up in the Western world, it's like there are some just scammy, dishonest stuff going on, and so it's just funny because he's calling out some of these companies, and I'm getting to see what it's like in other parts of the world where this has just been normal, like just going to the store and buying skin lightening soap on the shelf is just normal. Obviously here that's really hard to do. Like, we have to special order all of our stuff, but let's get into this video because it's hilarious. It's from Edvasion, and skin whitening brands are lying to you, basically. That is the title.
I was not expecting my haircut to look so Jack Harlow mixed with the villain boyfriend from Devil Wears Prada. Anyways, you ever feel confused when you look at yourself? The discourse on skin tone has always been a highly discussed topic all around the world with many in-between perspectives. On one side, looking tan and like you just got back from a 9-month cruise that didn't end in a Hunger Games style fight over supplies symbolizes, hey, you got time to enjoy life with an annual summer vacation and a bag full of disposable income. We should bring back carrying cash in a big brown bag like a cartoon character. That was camp. While on the opposite side of the spectrum, having really fair, bright-looking skin is a symbol of your status, and a sought-after beauty standard achieved by avoiding the sun and slathering on the SPF. Is it problematic to change the color of your skin? Well, that area is grayer than jellied eels from Britain. A great representation of how confusing things can be.
So I like this because he's really unbiased in this video. I mean, he sees it from both sides, and honestly, even in my head, I'm unbiased on it too. Like, you see the side that this is messed up, why do we have to live like this? But then there's just the side of you should have the freedom to be able to do whatever you want.
And it's like the greatest thing I can think of. People can unintentionally tan themselves just by being outside. And someone wanting to brighten their skin to even things out doesn't always have negative connotations with one's self-worth. Everyone's experience is different. Really depends on the culture you grew up in.
I love this because one thing I did not notice until I was an adult is that even toned skin, no matter what color you are, that is a sign of beauty and health. Like, this has been ingrained in us of what we see when we are figuring out if a person is attractive. Like, I've noticed in people who even have really, really, really dark skin, and even people who have really, really light skin, I've seen ugly skin types in both. Like, in both. It's not just if you have light skin that you're going to have beautiful skin. That's not how it works. And it's not just because you have dark skin, it's going to be ugly. That's not how it works. For some people, just getting even skin, that is a glow up in itself.
And how you were raised, how your parents were raised. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
Oh my god, I finally understand what she meant. But when you compare brightening your skin to making it darker, you don't see as many negative connotations with being pale in the West compared to being dark-skinned in the East. If you live in or have ancestors that came from the continent of Asia, you might be familiar with the scenario of someone saying, "Aw, cute baby. It'd be a 10 if it wasn't so dark." Whoa, chill, bro.
God. Okay, we do this too, just African Americans here in the US. As soon as someone has a baby, I've even seen this in my own family. That is kind of the question, oh, is it light skinned? Yeah, it's definitely asked. Even when both parents could have medium to dark skin, and it's it still comes up. I mean, I've seen it especially in couples who maybe one is light skinned or mixed, and then the other is just dark. And I've seen it, obviously it comes up during that. I've seen it in mixed couples where one is white. But it's really funny to me that we even do it even if both parents are the same color. Why are we like this?
Oh, I was just born. Don't tell me the rest of my life is gonna be this annoying. It sort of feels like there are mysterious forces at play that
Okay, we're
when
gonna
it
skip
ain't
through
that
this.
lets you cancel all the features. With is still the beauty standard in all parts of Asia. Things are slowly becoming more progressive with more skin tone representation in the media, and people realizing your skin tone shouldn't be correlated with how you should be treated. Is what I would like to believe, but the pessimist in me has been seeing things on the timeline that have me rethinking how far we've actually come. Take for example tanning in the mainstream media. Other than those suspicious looking freckles you should definitely keep an eye on, old TV ads about tanning are usually on the aspirational positive side. Head on over to the beach to get a nice even tan and show everyone how easygoing you are. You can be tall, dark, and handsome. Use our tanning products that give you a nice dark tan but also protect your skin from burning with powerful SPF 6. 4. Does that say 2? Oh, that's not. What's that gonna do? I guess this was from a time when people didn't know that spending all day in the sun puts you on a fast track to a senior's discount at 16 years old.
Oh my gosh. So I have friends and yeah, even some family members who, because they played sports, especially out here in like the Florida heat, like by the time they're like 20, they look several years older. Like it is crazy. So it's like I just even like people like I know and like coworkers like are still going to tanning salons and it's like what are you doing? Just get the spray tan.
Everyone here is actually in high school. Now we have more focus on promoting fake tanning products instead of real tans, since, you know, the sun is actively trying to bake us into a melanoma pie. And why does that sound kind of good? The name, not the concept. Now switching gears to the other side, take a look at these commercials for skin lightening products and how out of pocket they were. By the way, these aren't even that old. They were running these ads on our parents' and our grandparents' washing machine-sized TVs. This is an ad from Thailand promoting whitening pills. The lesson we have here is being fair-skinned is the reason for her success. But if she doesn't take her glutathione pills, her whiteness is gonna go on a 15-minute break and then never come back to work.
ความขาวที่ลงทุนไว้ก็หมดไป ใหม่ที่เข้ามาแทนที่
What?
อาจทำให้เรากลายเป็นดาว
What is happening? That is so wrong.
Yeah.
That is so wrong. Okay, but for real, how many of you have used snows or things like that? Right off the rip, like it looks to me like that product does not have enough glutathione to get you whatever results you want. And if you guys go in the comments, which we should do because right now this video is almost at 100,000 views and the comments were good like a couple hours ago, so I'm sure they're just getting better. But like there's people who are like, yeah, my grandma or my aunt or my mom has been on this like her whole life, and then people like in the comments will be like, okay, did it work? And they're like, no, she's still the same color she's always been. And it's like, yeah, like some of these companies, like they're just scammy. Like they're scamming you because like they know that you live in a society where you want to be the best you can be. You want to glow up and being beautiful is an advantage. And they know that you're going to keep on buying like this product, but they're not putting enough ingredients in it for you to ever actually get results. And it's sad.
This is an accurate representation of human anatomy. Deep down, we're all just half human, half pieces of toast. The whole concept here is more confusing than our skin magically shifting shades. This is a Thai beauty ad shown in Thailand, advertising a product with a Korean name.
ขาวนิรันดร์คือมั่นใจ so secret
This is very Lisa from Blackpink coded. A Thai K-pop idol who always appeared with pretty light skin when promoting in Korea, a country known to have really strict beauty standards. When she left her old company and made her own label, she appeared tanner than ever in promotional photos. And the chronically online takes came out and accused her of changing her skin tone to look like another race. Bro, that's literally a Southeast Asian person.
Okay, so I've seen that and like I've seen just like reels and TikToks like calling her out for that. And yeah, that's just really silly. That's just so silly. The thing is, she's not even that dark. Like she's not even that dark. Like that could have just been from like a summer like on boats. You know what I mean? Like going back to the color that she was before is probably achievable if she wanted to.
Whose natural skin tone is probably more on the tan side. There's a lot of weird stuff from a few decades ago that would definitely not fly in this day and age, like this Chinese laundry detergent commercial. Our Tide Pods work so well for lifting tough stains out of your clothes, your delicates, your genetic ancestry. It even works on the toughest of food stains. Sorry, what was that third thing you said? Did I also mention it's biodegradable?
messed up, y'all. This is messed up.
So, other than the wacky Looney Tunes style way of stuffing someone in a washing machine, this ad got a lot of people talking, and as you would have guessed, it got a lot of backlash from the general public that the company had to issue an apology. What's interesting is that there was an Italian version of this ad advertising a laundry detergent that adds color to your clothes instead of getting rid of it. Anyways,
Okay, so I love how we can just see from two different cultures just the difference. Like, no matter where you are, there's very, very light people who want to be darker. There's very dark people who want to be light. Like, the gray area of this, I mean, it's just so gray. It's just so gray.
we moved on from using our washing machines to wash human beings. There's a cosmetics brand in India called Fair and Lovely, who suffered controversy because of its name and their aggressive marketing campaigns, shown to use Bollywood celebrities to promote fair as beautiful and dark as ugly. Like ads ridiculing a young girl for having dark skin and not doing enough to lighten it, pointing to the cream as the needed solution. Because of this, they changed their name to Glow and Lovely and clarified that their creams are not a skin bleaching product. Although there are other brands in India with skin lightening creams so potent it can change your race. Now doesn't that sound normal?
Oh, I love this one.
Wait a second. Why are you surprised? You did this to her.
Okay, so in the comments it does say that this commercial is just irony. Like, they made it to make fun of just how crazy the other commercials are. So just FYI on that, if anyone knows if that's true.
Ma'am, this is clearly not your passport. I'm gonna have to call security. Now that I'm looking at this might actually be the same lady. They just gave her a chopped-looking wig, Youthforia foundation, and said action. Pretty soon, no one's gonna be able to get on a plane because we're all gonna look like knockoff versions of ourselves. What if I want to change my race only 6 times? Or 4 times? 9 times seems a little excessive to me. Wanting to brighten your skin isn't always a sign that you want to change races. Asian people had their own standards of beauty. But notice how flattered she was when the immigration officer, who is definitely going to get fired, thought she was a foreigner. Places that have a history of being colonized, like India and the Philippines, do have a preference for Eurocentric features, where looking like you're mixed or a different race is a desirable trait.
I mean, I feel like that's just kind of how it is in the South in the US, especially if you're just like around Florida, Georgia, usually mixed races. Like, for some people, even I noticed it even in Germany, even mixed races, like it was almost like a designer thing. Like, they're calling like mixed babies like the designer handbag of babies.
And achieving that by lightening your skin is encouraged.
Guys, bleach your skin as well, isn't it? In Philippines, we have this thing where, like, if you're light skinned, you're good looking, or if you can speak good English, or if you're educated, they'll put you above everyone else. Yeah, that's a very toxic thing that we have.
One of my friends just gave birth to a baby girl, and she told me that as soon as she had the baby, all her relatives were calling her from India. And without a doubt, every relative asked her if the baby was a Gori or a Kali.
There's a lot of content on social media now
So popular.
promoting skin lightening products where it's sort of misleading. Claims like how taking these specific supplements or whitening drinks can actually make you 9 times lighter, like that cream that changes your race. Look at the proof, with testimonials from the person selling the product. And maybe this person that had the insane skin tone change can tan or lose their tan really easily. And maybe this product does work to a certain extent. But for the majority of people who
No, guys. No. That cream is fake. It's fake.
take these supplements or use these products, the results are definitely not going to be this drastic. If all these whitening products work this well, we'd have way more people looking like this.
Thank you.
Even walking around on the streets in Asia, you'll see a lot of skin whitening products being sold. Like how grocery stores in North America will keep tanning products on the shelves, Asian grocery stores will have the opposite, where picking up a bar of papaya soap is as common as buying a bag of bread.
I noticed by living out here in the Philippines, man, that they're really trying to push these products on the people here. All different types of stuff. You got got whitening soap, whitening lotions, and a whole bunch of other stuff that'll just make your skin turn white.
But at least the store owners are keeping up with the times with their marketing. We're progressive now. Gone are the days of problematic commercials that make you go, huh? Now we have Lana Del Rey whitening creams. Like the singer?
I don't know how that is legal, but
This looks like a fan edit you'd see on Stan Twitter. No more summertime sadness, indeed. Except blue jeans, white skin. I have a strong feeling that Lana Del Rey and,
Lana Del Rey.
aren't getting any royalties from this. I wonder why they used her specifically. It's not like she's known for being white. Well, technically, yes, but she is definitely not known for being this shade. Someone's summertime sadness might be when they realize some of these products only temporarily whiten the skin.
मैं अल्फैज एक और इंस्टेंट क्रीम के साथ व्यूअर्स मैं आ चुका हूँ और ये रहा इसका रिजल्ट और ये रहा वन साइड वाइट वन साइड डार्क
You might need to set that with something. One rain cloud later, and your new face is gonna be on the floor. In an ideal world, we should be able to exist without worrying too much about our appearances. But it's easier said than done when there are obvious benefits to fitting into societal norms. Having a high
thank you. Like, for a lot of us, it is based off of what you look like. So, I mean, I feel like for some people, they can get kind of tangled up in just how light they look or how dark, but it's like you have to look at the overall picture. There are still people who do not get beneficial treatment who do have very, very light skin, just as there's people who have darker skin who do get beneficial treatment. So it's like when you look at beauty, you have to look at everything. We're talking from hair to skin, the quality of your skin, facial features, like weight. So it's like, yeah, the right color will help a little bit, but it can only help so much. Do you know what I mean?
higher chance of getting a job, being viewed as attractive, and just being treated better overall. A lot of this feeling of wanting to conform comes from generational trauma. Surprise! Like what doesn't nowadays? Sometimes your biggest stops are the people closest to you who were raised a certain way. They love saying things like, listen, if you lighten your skin, your life will be easier. Here's a plate of fruit, honey. And some Lana Del Rey whitening cream on the side. There was a Korean ad promoting a vitamin supplement for children that contains glutathione to help whiten their skin. Questionable concept.
Okay, that's messed up. That's messed up. If you guys pregnant, breastfeeding, stuff like that, you shouldn't be taking glutathione. We don't know yet what it does. For someone who is still developing, that could be dangerous. Like, we just don't know. And I'm not saying that glutathione in itself is questionable. It's that sometimes they're not entirely pure, and in the places in the factories that they're making it, you're still getting like traces of other minerals and other vitamins that may not be safe, that can cause harm. So it's like, just overall, it's just sketchy. It's sketchy.
To market this type of product to kids, but that's not even the worst part. The way they promoted their product was done in very bad taste. I'm pretty sure this ad was done in this decade, and it wasn't from the 50s or 60s. What's shocking is that there are still weirdos that think anyone with dark skin is from Africa. Are the schools closed or something? Like, which Shibal Geseki approved this? It was probably an old ajushi who should have retired years ago. I fear dementia is starting to set in. Kind of like this mom who gave her daughter skin bleaching cream without telling her. My mom loves making her own special blend of body creams. Nothing fancy, just mixing all her faves in one tub. My mom is light-skinned. I am very dark-skinned. My dad is dark-skinned. One day when I was 16, she was selling me real hard on this cream she wanted me to use. Okay, cool, whatever. Why did I start getting patches of lighter skin? Went to go look at the original packaging and boom. It's bleaching cream. I was so embarrassed, more so because my face was different colors and I was terrified someone was gonna notice and accuse me of bleaching. I have never felt no type of way about being dark-skinned, ever. Even when my mom used to tell me, look how black you are like your daddy. Duh, girl. Skin bleaching products are no joke. They can really mess you up if you don't use them correctly. Good thing she looked in the mirror before she unintentionally gave herself a new face, like this influencer, who's known for her pale skin and embodies every—
Okay, we're gonna skip this influencer because she's just like one of those people who, I don't know, like, they did too much cosmetic surgery and yeah, she just like looks weird. It's like half troll, but like half she's serious. But the whole thing about like some of these products being really serious, you do have to be very careful. I accidentally bleached my skin just by using like it's an older version of Proactive, but I was using that when I was a teenager, and it was funny because like I had these black hand towels in my bathroom, and they bleached not only my skin but also like the hand towels. So for some people, if you have struggled with acne your entire life, chances are your face might be a different color than the rest of your body just because of the ingredients that are in the products. So it's like unintentional bleaching definitely does occur. Not saying that it's impossible to get it all one color, like for it to match the rest of your skin, but for me, it was a permanent whitening. So just from the years that I was using the Proactive, which they've changed their formula since, so I don't know if it's still as strong as it was when I was using it because I was in like high school, but it's like it doesn't go back. Even when I'm in the sun and I'm tanning, it's like the tan will fade, but my face like will always be lighter than the rest of my body, and getting it to catch up, or my body to catch up to what my face looks like, especially if I'm using glutathione, yeah, the glutathione works to lighten, but it doesn't, like your face also lightens. So you can't just use glutathione and think it's going to spot lighten certain areas. Like, no, if you're using it, it's in your blood system, it's in your circulation, like everything's going to get lighter. So it's like my face just continues lightening while the rest of my body is too. So yeah, for some people you do need to be very careful because yeah, these products can whiten you for like good. And on Patreon I did talk about what other products that have more of like a permanent whitening, but you have to use these topicals every single day, like twice a day. Not only that, but they're usually in really small tubes. So if you're trying to use something like this for like overall like your whole body, it's going to be expensive. So not saying that it like you can't do it, but it's just going to be like a pain in your butt. So for some people, just lightening and brightening is going to be easier than like if you're going for permanent whitening.
That shaved ice dessert thing. If you ever want to change your skin tone, make sure you do it safely and in moderation. That's the key word here, moderation. Because you never know. The chances of you accidentally changing races at the airport is unlikely until it happens. If you enjoyed yourself here, give this video a like. That helps you stay employed.
Okay, so yeah, love this video. I mean, it was just funny, and I just like how he didn't come on here saying that, oh my gosh, it's so terrible to use these products. Like, he looked at it realistically and for what society is. For me, using natural ingredients, like that is just the way that I like to go about it. Even like for those people who are maybe trying to get as bright white as some of the people that were in this video, it just really depends on what color you're starting off with. And of course, if it's actually going to look good on you, like I know some people, especially if they have like more of like the Southeastern Asian look, it's easier for them to get to that bright white. But for a lot of people, even just like a high yellow, like that's just really pretty and they feel comfortable and confident. Also, using glutathione, like it can also lighten any scars that you have on your body. I've had scars that I've had since childhood that after using glutathione for like 8 months, like those went away. I've had scars that I've had for the last 2 or 3 years from like curling irons burning me accidentally. I had a really bad one and it landed on my chest, and yeah, it was just this terrible scar, and I used everything I could, like all these like scar patches, like right after it happened I was putting all these serums on it, and it was glutathione that in the end like basically made it go away completely. So excited, my 90-day accelerated skin lightening checklist planner is now ready. This is perfect if you're struggling to keep up your routine or if you don't know where to start. Basically, this is like day by day what I did to achieve my goals within 3 months. I tell you basically everything you need to know. All you have to do is like check off the box. So I should tell you like what to take in the morning, what to take in the evening. For different weeks, you guys will be doing like coffee enemas. There are certain times where you'll be doing just different exfoliation routines. I show you or tell you about what topical I mix together. It's really affordable. This isn't like something you're gonna have to like put hundreds of dollars into, but it'll get you started. And basically these are my results doing this exact routine from basically like 3 months, like 90 days. So if you guys are interested, there is a link in the description where you can get it.